Hey guys, welcome to Recreate the Plate. Today I'm going to be making a strawberry crunch cake. It's by Katherine and it looked wonderful. So let's get started. This recipe is made with fresh strawberries and I've already made a puree out of these. So it took about 2 pounds, maybe 2¼ pounds to make 4 cups, and that's what the recipe calls for. What we're going to do first is we're going to take a 1/2 cup of sugar. And we're going to mix that with 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. We're going to mix these dry ingredients together first. So I'm just getting out all the lumps and getting this well blended. Okay. This then goes right into the puree. I just use my food processor to puree my strawberries, but I left in some chunks, so you can see the kind of the chunks in there. Then I'm going to just put this right in. This is going to cause the strawberries to set up a little bit and not be quite so runny. We're also going to put in 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And this is just going to bring out the flavor. 1 tablespoon. Okay, we'll just get this well mixed. And I'm just going to lightly spray my 9x13 pan, just very lightly. And this is like a dump cake. So you could use strawberries just sliced, but this is just kind of a little variation to that. So this just goes right in the bottom. And then we're going to use 1 box of white cake mix, and we're just going to put that right on top, just like a dump cake. I'm just going to even out the cake. Okay, and then I have 1½ cups of chopped pecans, but I'm going to set aside maybe about 1/3 right onto a baking sheet, and we're going to toast those up while the cake is baking. And those will be used on the topping. But the rest is just going to go right on top of the cake. Now we're going to use 1½ sticks of butter, and we're just going to cut thin slices and just layer that right on top. Okay, I'm coming up a little bit short. I must have made my pats a little too thick. Let me get a little more butter. So I only needed about 3 more little pats. Okay, this will go into a 350 oven for about 40 minutes. Whoop, very jiggly. I need to be careful. Toasted pecans smell really good. This looks really good. It's been in the oven for 40 minutes. It's nice and bubbly. Now, this is still really jiggly, but as it cools, it will set up more. So it needs to cool completely before we make the topping and put it on. Okay, now we're going to make the cream cheese topping. And so it's just 1 block of softened cream cheese. And I'm just going to whip that for a minute to get all the lumps out. Okay, we're going to add in half a cup of sugar. I like to scrape down the sides occasionally. You also need to add in a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, and now we use, she had said 1 to 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. I don't know how you determine how much to use, so I have 1.25 here, so we'll see. We'll see how that does. And you want this to be really cold. So you want your cream cheese softened, but you want your heavy whipping cream to be right out of the refrigerator. And we're just going to slowly add that in. It's starting to look good. So I know it's supposed to kind of form peaks. And I mean, it is. That looks really good. Might just go just a little bit longer. Can you imagine doing this by hand? I'm so thankful for this machine. What do y'all think? Let's go with that. And I also noticed, and she said this as well, there's no longer a lot of liquid around the edge. So that's all incorporated. And it's pretty stiff. Okay, we're going to call that done. Okay, we're going to put our cream cheese frosting on. The cake is cooled. Whoops. Just made a mess. Oh, it looks pretty. Now we're going to sprinkle our toasted pecans right on. Looks beautiful. And these toasted pecans smell wonderful. I've just been nibbling on them. And she's done. How about that? All that's left is to give it a taste. And it may still be a little bit warm on the bottom because I couldn't wait any longer. So it might not be all the way set up. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's see how it is. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, the pecans make it. Mmm. If you like pecans, this has a really good crunch. This is good. It did take a little bit of time, to cap the strawberries and slice them up. But I actually did that a day ahead. So you can do that part a day ahead and get that out of the way. And then it comes together pretty quickly. It is really good. I mean, it has a good cake taste with the tastes real buttery. Good job, Miss Mary Catherine. It's wonderful. Thanks, you guys, for joining me. I sure loved making this one.